everything's perfect. The stars are aligned. Hey guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another Cook With Me video. So we are back in the kitchen and I missed you guys. I miss doing this. I miss our Cook With Me sessions because they're so much fun and I feel like I can screw up and do whatever I want and you guys will still somewhat love me, hopefully. And today we're gonna be making a very special recipe from my childhood. I don't know why I did the Mr. Burns moment here, but anyways, we might mess up today, but we'll see what happens, okay? Hopefully it'll work, but it might not, and that is the theme of Cook With Me videos. It's very exciting today because I'm making something using this weird looking device right here, and if you guys are Korean, then you probably already know what this is for. But if you don't know what this is a very handy dandy little device that is supposed to make our little snack. Look at that. I know. This is going to make something very special, which is 붕어빵. 붕어빵? 붕어빵. 붕어빵 is a Korean street food snack. It's something that's usually sold in the winter time because it's nice and warm and very comforting. So this is probably not the best time of year to film this video because it is like literally hot AF. But I suck at life and I literally bought this thing like probably over a year ago and I've been meaning to film this video for the longest time of my life and I just haven't done it because it's me and that is just how I do life. It's better late than never and I like to do things differently anyway, so I might as well make this in the summer. You can make it in the winter. I don't know. You can make it now, you can make it in the winter. It doesn't matter. I don't follow rules. Okay. We're gonna be making 붕어빵. 붕어빵 stands for, I think it's goldfish, but let me double check. 붕어빵. What is 붕어? Okay, I guess it's not goldfish. 붕어 means fish. Some sort of a fish. I don't know what kind of fish. It says crucian. What's a crucian? I don't know what a crucian is. I don't really know what they use. Crucian carp. What? Is that a fish? I think it's some sort of a type of fish. 붕어 is a type of fish, I believe. Maybe it's like a Korean fish. I don't really know. But 붕어 is a type of fish. And then 빵 means like bread or like some sort of like pastry. So translation, fish bread. I mean... But there's no fish in it. Okay, let me just tell you, there is no fish in this dish, whether it's veganized or not. The whole point is that it looks like fish because as you can see, this device, it's shaped like fish. You see here? As I'm editing this video, I just realized that I totally forgot to mention what this actually is. So 붕어빵 is a fish-shaped pastry that's stuffed with a sweetened red bean filling. That's what it is, guys. Now back to regular programming. By the way, if you want this, I'll leave a link down below to where I got it. I can't remember. I think I bought it on Amazon or eBay. I can't remember, but I'll leave a link down below if you guys are interested in getting one of these. They're just fun, you know what I'm saying? They're just fun. This is one of those videos where I actually am gonna copy the exact recipe. I actually got this exact recipe from Mangchi, which is another YouTube channel, and she's this like the cutest little Korean lady and she makes all these Korean recipes and she came up with this recipe, so I am not going to take credit for that. If you guys want to see her video, I'll leave a link down below. But I was really pleasantly surprised to find out that her recipe is 100% vegan. And I also realized that the ingredients are super simple and super easy, and most of them you will probably have already in your pantry. So it's very simple and I'm really excited to try this out. So let me show you the ingredients. First thing I'm gonna do is actually heat up this pan so that it's like ready to go. So what we're gonna do is take it to the stove and just turn it up on high while we mix the ingredients. And to my surprise, I actually prepared a lot of the ingredients, which never really actually happens. So let's celebrate this moment. So we're gonna add the ingredients into a bowl, starting with the dry ingredients, avi. So we're gonna add the flour. I've got a cup of flour. And I have in here half a teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of salt. I have a tablespoon of sugar. You can use white or brown sugar. I'm using white. YOLO. And then we're just gonna mix that up. And now we can add our water. So for the water, we're gonna use 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of water. I don't know if I should whisk this. So we're just gonna whisk it, I think. Who's disturbing my practice? Is it supposed to look like this? Why is it so thick? Is this normal? So I already feel like I did something wrong even though I follow the measurements, because this is much thicker than what it looks like on the original recipe. So we're gonna add a little bit more water. I can't believe I'm already screwing this up. Am I not supposed to whisk it? Is it because I'm whisking it? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so now it kind of looks like it's that same kind of liquidy but thick consistency. So I probably added another tablespoon of water. And then what you're supposed to do is run this through the strainer, so you just take out the lumps. I've never done this before. Is this supposed to come out? No, it's not coming out. Is this normal? What's happening? Nothing's coming out. No. Awkward. What? I feel like it's still too thick. You know what? Screw this. I'm not doing this step. This is not working. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. I don't know why this didn't work, but apparently the straining did not work for me. So we're gonna skip that part. I don't mind a few lumps. It's all good, you know? Is this normal? So that was really awkward. Okay. I don't really know what happened there, guys, but let's just go with it. Okay, now come with me. Come with me. So we actually have this pretty well warmed up, and I think I'm supposed to just pour the batter. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna screw this up. I'm gonna spray some vegetable oil. Whew. I have this spray. You can also, like, I don't know, brush it on. I'm gonna put a lot just in case. Oh my god. And then we're gonna add the red beans. Oh god. Oh god, it's overflowing. It's overflowing. So these are sweetened, mashed red beans. And then do I close it? What do I do? Then I'm gonna put some more on top. Just a little. Oh god. Oh god. I think this is gonna overflow. No. I put way too much mixture in the beginning. Then we're gonna close it. Hope for the best. Oh god, it's everywhere. So while we're waiting for my screwed up fish bread to finish, I thought I would show you guys the main thing that I forgot to show you in the beginning of this video, which is pat. Pat is sweetened red beans, and this is something that a lot of Asians use for desserts, and this is something Korean people like to use all the time. So it's basically like red beans that have been sweetened and mashed up, and so that is the filling of our fish bread, okay? So that is what I added into the screwed up fish bread. According to the recipe, I'm supposed to keep it on each side, cook it on each side for 3 minutes at a time. So I have to cook it on one side and then I flip it over and I cook it on the other side. And there we go. One side is finished. Let's go see. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around. Oh god, it's even. No! Oh lord, what the hell did I do? Everything's exploding everywhere. No! I mean, it wouldn't be a cook with me video with me unless I screw up, right? So, yeah, this genuinely just happened. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Should I stop? Alright, let's check the first batch. I mean, these just look diseased. Oh god. I don't even want to show you, this is embarrassing. They just look just batch number 1 is a fail. But let me try it out. Let me see what it tastes like. So normally you eat this with your hands. I don't even think the dough is cooked. Yeah, the dough is not cooked all the way through. Let's try batch number 2. Please pray for me. I am really hoping this works. Let me try again. Once again, we turned the heat down to a low. I've sprayed my vegetable oil, and this time we're to be very careful about the amount of batter we add. So we don't want too much batter is the lesson of the day. And then we want to spoon out that red bean. Add that filling very carefully. And then we're gonna cover the rest with the batter very gently. So now we're gonna set the timer, 3 minutes on each side, starting now. Just wanna check what it looks like. It's not as golden as I want it to be, but it looks much better than before. Okay, the 3 minutes are up on both sides, but I feel like I want to keep it for a bit longer. Yeah, it's definitely not cooked because I think this stove is different from like a fire stove, so it's probably weaker. 2 more minutes on each side. Ooh, much better. Okay, this side is weird. This is not what I wanted. I think I went wrong with the batter somehow. Not really sure how. But this side looks much more of what I'm looking for.
A few moments later.
Alright, you guys, so I mean, it's better than before, I'll tell you that much, obviously, but it's not really what I expected. Ugh. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong for sure. First of all, the batter was weird because I didn't get it as liquidy as I saw in Mangchi's video, so I don't really know what happened, but I think I measured properly. It's probably my fault, I probably didn't measure properly. So this is what it turned out as. Ah, things are breaking. But what I was expecting was that it'd be more golden brown. Like, this is more like yellowish. I think it's to do with the stove I'm using. I do think that there's a difference between using the stove I'm using, which is like an electric stove, versus like an actual fire stove. I do think that makes a big difference because that would cook it faster. Because this actually, I had to cook for a long time for it to get to this color. I mean, this side is just a mess. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just being weird. The most important thing is that it tastes good. So I'm gonna let it cool down for a little bit. You know what, let me just try it. See, I feel like the dough is not even cooked. What? I'm gonna burn my tongue. Like, no. Okay, well, the red bean is very tasty because it's nice and sweetened. That's the inside, that's what it looks like. And I'm sure you could use other fillings, add something else inside, maybe even peanut butter, that would be good. There's something wrong with the dough and I don't know what it is and it's driving me crazy. It's not what I had envisioned. This isn't the taste of my childhood. There's something different. It's not frustrating. The dough, is it because I whisked it? I don't know, man. There's something wrong with the dough. It doesn't really taste. Let me try the other one. I mean, I don't know how to describe this type of dough where it's like kind of undercooked. I'm just gonna try it again. I think I have very high expectations because I used to eat this as a child, so I remember what it tastes like. I mean, it's not bad, you guys. Like, it is good, but it's just like the dough turned out weird. It's like the inside didn't really cook properly, but the outside kind of cooked. I say this as I finish it. Some parts are good. The parts where it's not as doughy. All right, you guys, well, once again, we have another fail situation. I'm going to study my steps once again. Probably realized that I forgot like the main ingredient. Oh my god, what did I do, guys? Look at this massacre. Yeah. I am pretty disappointed at myself. I'm not really sure what happened. I am inclined to blame my stove because I want to shift blame to something else, even if it's an inanimate object. Oh, I hate when this happens. It's so much better when you're like, oh my god, it's so good. Everything's perfect. The stars are aligned. But today the stars were not aligned. I screwed up the first batch because I poured too much in, and then it turned out that the batter itself was somewhat screwed up. And the reasons could be A, I whisked the batter and somehow that changed the composition. B, it's my stove being stupid. C, I shouldn't have added water into the batter, extra water. D, I somehow measured things wrong or did not add the proper ingredients in because I read it wrong because I'm too lazy to read properly. It might be D. What do you guys think it is? A, B, C, or D? Let me know down below. Whew, alright you guys, well there is another failed cook with me video. Wow, that was wonderful. Okay, well I told you that I would still be posting this even if it's a fail, so you saw it right here, folks. But if you guys did enjoy this video, or if you just feel bad for me because I failed, give me a thumbs up. I kind of need it right now. It's Yeah, I need it. And if you're new to this channel, I promise my videos are not always fails. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to this channel for more videos. And yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!